Hello, hello. This is Jeff, your Florida weather guy. This is Hurricane Ready, Pinellas 2026. These are your weather names for the hurricane season from Arthur to Wilford. These are your pronunciations of the names for this upcoming hurricane season. So, this is how hurricanes are formed: warm air, low pressure, warm moist air, low wind, shear. This is how the water temperatures are 80 degrees, and then it rises, makes these towering thunderstorms, and then we have low wind shear, which the thunderstorms keep growing, and then you get that spin. The stages are tropical disturbances, tropical depression, tropical storm, and then hurricane. This is the watch and warnings, both for hurricane watch, hurricane warning, storm surge watch, and storm surge warning. A watch is issued within 48 hours and a warning 36 hours. These are the categories 1 to 5. And a tropical storm watch means possible threat generally within 48 hours with winds 39 to 73, just 1 mile shy of being a hurricane. A coastal flood watch is issued when moderate major coastal flooding is possible. Such flooding potential serious risk to life and property. If you're under warning, take action. There's a flood watch, could be considered in the hurricane possibilities. There's a coastal flood advisory. All that can be possibility. Know your threat, know the dynamics of hurricanes, prepare for action before the hurricane, during the hurricane, and if ordered to evacuate, this is what you should do. And post-storm alerts. After the hurricane, stay safe. Watch out for further warnings and stuff. This is the kits that you should have: non-perishable foods, a flashlight, first aid kit, water, a gallon of water per person for at least a week. All right, so that's the hurricane part of it. So now let's go back, and you don't want to see my ugly face. So let's go back to our local forecast. What? And it's not coming on there. Oh, maybe because I did it twice. Okay. All right. Now, here's our local forecast and stuff. I will keep sending out that special and stuff. I have to re-edit that. I just wanted to give you some brief on the hurricane for the upcoming 2026 season. I will edit that and send out the special. I'll let you know the date and time. And throughout the season, I'll just keep on refreshing that back and forth throughout the season. This is my Memorial Day weekend for the Pinellas County. We're getting closer to our thunderstorm season. Yay, we need the rain. It starts late May into early June. And usually the Bermuda high sets up and our sea temperatures are about 82 degrees offshore, not just along the coast. Moisture aloft increases, surface dew points increase into the 70s. You need all of them ingredients to create thunderstorms. And that's usually from late May and stuff. Now, usually in late May to early June, that's when the most water spouts, hail, and severe weather happens in the summer months for the west coast of Florida. This is what we're talking about when they're talking about the regimes of different weather systems and where the high pressure, the Bermuda high, sits out in the Atlantic. And this is usually where it's positioned in these maps. Okay. So for Friday and Saturday, they're calling for 6, which the high pressure is just a little bit south and east, right, almost central. So with you have clockwise wind around the high pressure. So with that being said, the winds are going to be from the south and east and south. And when you have the winds from the south and east and south during the thunderstorm seasons, all the weather starts out here on the East Coast, and slowly by the end of the day into the early evening, you have thunderstorms, rain and thunderstorms that move from the southeast back to the northwest. Speaking of the tropicals, no tropical weather for the next 7 days. As you can see, we're clear. This was brought out by the National Hurricane Center, and the NOAA weather has brought this out today. They're predicting 8 to 14 storms, 3 of them to 6 of them become hurricanes, and 1 to 3 major hurricanes. They're saying we're at 55% below average of hurricanes, and that's due to the El Nino. It's going to be coming in effect late in the season, into all of the summer months, into the autumn months, and then into the winter months. So that El Nino is going to help us on cutting down on hurricanes. But with that being said, also, all we have to have is just that one hurricane that affects us, and it could be a major 5 hurricane. It's not saying there's not going to be any hurricanes, but it's going to be below average for most of the season this year. But we still can have that one hurricane that affects everybody. This is my 3-day forecast. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is the Memorial Day weekend. Look like mid-90s overnight, mid to upper 70s overnight, and anywhere from 10 to 60% chance of rain by Sunday. This is my Florida weather guys update. Hey, Tampa Bay, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunny and hot, highs in the mid-90s with afternoon thunderstorms, and then gradually ending in the late evening. Overnight, we still might have a few patches of rain, and then turning partly cloudy with the mid-70s. And the extended 3-day forecast is rain, thunderstorms, and thunderstorms. This has been Jeffrey A. Gentry, your Florida weather guy. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.